So you wanted to know how I prepare for a demo. Well, that's it. Preparation is everything. So I spend a lot of time preparing for my demo and getting my kit ready to go. What I don't want to happen is that I'm fumbling and bumbling or I forget something. So there is a checklist on the website for everybody for things that we suggest to take to a demo, whether you're doing a skincare demo or tanning, self-tanning, or a nail care demo. But it's really important that you get prepared. And one of the ways that we prepare is by getting our Ellieglow bag together. So one of the things that I do, first of all, is I want to make sure I can take an order, because the goal of doing a demo is taking an order. So the first thing that I do is I get a pad, so I can write down customer information, and I get my order sheets all printed off, because you don't know if you're going to be doing them online or here. So if you're doing a demo for a few people, it's really good to give them an order form so that they can place the order and put all of their details or credit card information there, and you can enter that information later. So remember what the goal is. The goal is to sell products at your demo. So that's the first place we start. Make sure you have pens, make sure you have your price list printed out, make sure that you have a place to write information, which is great. Okay, so that's the first thing that we get together. Second thing we get together is we think about sanitizing and sanitary methods. So our suggestion is that you put together a pack of pads, little pads that they can use for the toner, little popsicle sticks that you don't want to put your fingers inside of any of the jars or anything like that. So think sanitary application. Lots of things to wipe, and then wet wipes as well, and sanitary wipes. I also suggest that you do a spritzer for spritzing down the area before you actually do the demo, to make sure that there are no germs or viruses lurking on any surfaces. So make sure you spritz that down with a desanitizing or sanitizing spray. So that's what the bundle looks like, and I put that inside my Ellieglow bag. The next thing I do is I do a checklist. I literally go through my price list and make sure that I have every single one of the Ellieglow products available. Now, if you're going to be in your car prior to the demo and driving there, and your product's going to be in a hot car or a cold car, you have to make sure that you keep them at the right temperature. So if you're going to be in a cold climate, you would want to put a warm pack in here. Now you'll notice the demo bag has that insulation for a reason. So we designed the Ellieglow demo bag and carry bag for this reason. So if you're going to be in a cold climate, you put something warm in there to keep your products from freezing. And if you're in a hot climate, like I live in Florida most of the year, or in Africa, you want to make sure that you have an ice pack in here so that your products that need to stay cool, stay cool. Next thing I do is I go through my checklist, my price list, and I make sure I have at least one of every single product in my demo bag. And if I'm going to be selling product at the demo, I go and make a box full of product that is organized according to my price list, what I anticipate to sell. I personally sell a lot of bundles, so if you like bundles and are used to selling them, make sure that your bundles are actually in your bundle bags, which means they would be in these bags and put together as a bundle. So whatever you recommend to customers that you are going to sell, that's typically what they buy. Don't forget that. You are the expert in this area, and they're going to take your trusted advice. So if you're going to have product available, then make it easy for them to buy. If you are going to have Ellieglow ship your product, make it easy for them to order. A lot of clients want to do paper and pen, others want to order. What I don't do at a demo is I don't let them order afterwards, because guess what happens? They forget, they can't remember what they ordered, they're afraid that they're ordering the wrong thing. So I will actually bring a laptop or a tablet, and you can also order on the phone for customers. I will set up their accounts immediately. So when you're doing a demo, the first thing that you do is get everybody online and tell them, hey, listen, come on to Ellieglow website, let's set you up an account. That's the first thing we're going to do so that you have access to all of our materials and our newsletters. So that's super important. So first thing you do at a demo, get their information. And we've made that super easy for you to get their information. We have it on the side of the order slip. So my best advice to you is don't leave it up to the client, the customer, to follow through. That's super, super important. So that's how I set up for a demo. I set up as if I'm going to sell, and I make sure that I am organized with my Ellieglow bag, with my Ellieglow order sheets, with my pen, my pad, and everything that I would need to make the client feel comfortable, so that they know that I'm giving them trusted advice. Doing a demo is really about educating the client and sharing our products. So in order to share, it's a show and tell. And the first thing that you're going to be showing is that you're professional. So you'll notice that today I chose Ellieglow colors. I highly recommend that you pick up some of the colors that are in our kits, the black, the fuchsia, the grays, and you complement their perception of you as a professional by looking like a professional and dressing in Ellieglow colors whenever possible. Also, in your Jumpstart kit, you will have received, if you ordered one of those, you will have received an Ellieglow apron. I just love these things for a number of reasons. One is it makes sure that nothing goes on my clothing. And I look like a professional when I've done this. I look like I know what I'm talking about. And it also, in the pockets, gives you space to put the things that you need, which is pen, pads, little implements that you're going to be using for your demo. And you look super, super professional. So you put your Ellieglow apron on, and that is pretty much what it looks like. So I look pretty good and pretty professional in my Ellieglow apron. So I'm ready to demo. The next thing you want to do when you're showing and telling is making sure that you've, prior to launching your demo, that you actually organize your demo. I highly recommend that you organize your products according to our ritual. You're going to be talking about our recipes and ritual, and now that you have your apron on, you look the part as if you're putting this recipe and ritual together. So become organized according to the ritual. So what you're going to do is you're going to organize your products according to cleansing first, pH balance, exfoliation, rejuvenate and repair, and then moisturize and hydrate. That is the proper way to do a demo with Ellieglow products. So it really doesn't matter whether you're doing a Zoom meeting, an in-person meeting, or a demo for a lot of people. The process is really the same. It's all about preparation. So you don't want to be stumbling and bumbling around in a demo. You want to look organized. And if you train yourself to be disciplined in this process, you won't have to remember as much. You'll come across as very professional and organized, and you'll be perceived more as a trusted advisor. So I think that that's super important. Now, what we do is just what I've done here for a Zoom meeting, for example. I think lighting is important, so it doesn't matter. I have a little light. I bought this little thing. So I have a little light that I will light up my products with, so for me, so that I can find them and read them, first of all, but also so that they're organized. So over here, I have my cleansers, toner, my exfoliator. The first one that I do is the rapid exfoliator. Then I'm going to do the walnut exfoliator after that. So I do chemical and manual exfoliation, and I then go on to the serums, and I've lined up the serums so that they are in the order of the price list, so I don't have to keep on reinventing the wheel all the time. I've lined them up in exactly the same order as the price list. And then the process and the ritual stay the same. Also, you're starting to train your clients and customers about what's important with the ritual. So when they see you using it and explaining it in order, it does not become confusing to them. The minute you start flipping the order around, they can't remember, oh, what comes after cleanse? Super easy. Cleanse, pH balance, exfoliate, treat your skin by repairing and rejuvenating it. And then what you're going to do, the final step, is hydrate and moisturize. So it makes sense. So again, cleanse, pH balance, exfoliate, treat your skin according to what it needs, and then hydrate and moisturize afterwards. Great. There is your ritual right there. Super, super easy. And when I go down, I say the same thing, exactly the same time, at about the same way every single time, because I'm really not that smart enough to remember it whether I've said it or not. So I like to keep things disciplined and organized. I also like to do skincare first because that is what I think is most important. It doesn't matter if you're self-tanning if your skin doesn't look fantastic. So here is my skincare organized, and then afterwards I have the tanning products equally organized in the same type of order. And I go from non-rapid to rapid, and then I go to maintenance afterwards, and I do our tan extenders afterwards. So super, super easy. That is exactly the order that I do a demo in. And if people want the nail care, I do that at the final stage. But our main product, skincare first, self-tanning. These are our reusable products. These are what builds customer loyalty, and this is what you demo and how you demo it. Keep everything consistent and organized. In your demo, I've already done this so that you know what I've done. I've made sure that when I'm in a demo, I want to make sure that people are comfortable that these products have been sanitized on the outside. So what I do is I make sure that in my kit I have a sanitizer. I haven't put the name of the product on here because I didn't want to offend anybody. But this is a sanitizing product. Also, I have wipes that I have in my bag, and I make sure that I wipe and sanitize the entire surface. And I make sure that the customer sees me doing it if we are in person. So very important, spritz the whole area. Make sure that you wipe and sanitize the entire area. I also want to make sure that every time I hand a product to somebody, I don't want them touching it, but if they do touch it, I want to make sure that I'm spritzing the product down and sanitizing it with a wipe before I hand it to anybody. Ideally, nobody touches the products but you. Now, prior to actually touching the products or doing anything, I spray them, sanitize them before I start my demo, and I also make sure that prior to sanitizing the products that we've sanitized our hands. Sanitize the hands. So spritz your hands, sanitize those hands, sanitize the area, sanitize the product. That is an imperative. When I'm demoing the products, I make sure that I shake them so that all of the ingredients are well shook up. And this is a new one, so I'm going to have to, there we go, take off the seal, shake them up, and then I make sure that I do not touch the person's skin. There it is. And only a drop or two. That's it. I go on there. I hand them their own sanitary wipes, and I also have them have their own napkins and towelettes so that nobody is touching anything else. And during the demo, I'm not handing out things. So prior to the demo, you're going to be giving them napkins and these. If you're using popsicle sticks, which I highly recommend for your products, you're going to be sanitizing the popsicle sticks every single time that you provide it to somebody. Every single time. So this spritzer is very, very important. And wiping it off, okay? Make sure that the client knows that you are really serious about sanitation during this demo. After somebody has tried the product, you're going to be giving them a sanitary wipe like this. So they already would have it. Do not let them take it out themselves. You would have sanitized your hands and you would give them the wipe and hand everything to them, and they keep their own little pile of things available to them. I highly recommend that between each product that you spritz the person's hands again so that there are no germs anywhere. Ooh, that smells like sanitation for sure. I can smell the alcohol in that. Make sure that the product that you're using to sanitize is a proper sanitation product that is marked therefore. Same thing with the toner. When you use the toner, new product. That you provide a brand new one of these. So I typically hand out 3 or 4 of these to each person prior to the demo like this, and I ask them to put the little pad on the table. You can't really see that, but I ask them to put it on the table so that I'm not touching them at all, and I'm not touching the person at all. So this would be on the table like that. And then you drop a few bits of the toner on there for them to use. Now remember, ask them to smell our products. They're fantastic. So let me do that demo for you quickly again. So we've got our cleansers. We're spritzing hands. Spritzing everybody's hands. Now we're going to start our demonstration. Shake the product. This is the Rooibos cleanser. Put 2 drops on there. Ask them to smell the product and explain the exfoliation process. Why it is so important to exfoliate your skin, removing old dead skin cells, and also let them know that you shouldn't be using this ideally with water. So they can feel that taking this dead skin cells off, after they've taken the dead skin cells off with this product, put a couple of drops of the toner on, have them smell the toner, smelling the lemongrass, explaining the process of pH balancing and why that's so important for your skin, and have them remove the cleanser with the toner just like they would at home. Fabulous. Next, we will demonstrate the charcoal cleanser and any other cleansers that you have with the same process, explaining the process. Shake the cleanser, 2 drops on there. Explain that this one is very, very different. Have them smell it. Oh, that smells so good. And explained that this is a foaming cleanser and the Rooibos is not. This is ideally used people with a little bit more oily skin and people with dry skin every couple of days. Absolutely fabulous. Again, another pad for the toner, brand new pad. Couple of drops on there. Take off the charcoal cleanser. Now that we've cleansed and exfoliated, you're going to move on now to the rapid exfoliator. When you're demoing the rapid exfoliator, you're going to make sure that you shake it. Explain the process behind rapid exfoliation, that it goes deep into the dermis. It's a chemical process. Unscrew the lid. And remember, between every single one of these products, there we go, unscrew the lid slightly. Make sure you've got that off there, the childproof lids. Make sure that you've sanitized. You're demoing. Here we go. A couple of drops like this on each person's hands, back of their hand. Have them rub that around. Keep it on for 2 minutes. Another pad. Take it off. with first the charcoal cleanser to neutralize it. There we go. That is neutralizing. The pad that you've just prepared. Off it comes. Now, if you are close to water, you can actually have the people wash their hands. I highly recommend that they wash their hands because this is what they'll be doing at home. If you're not near water and doing this at a table, this is just fine to do it this way. There we go. Make sure all of that is off and make sure you have a trash can close by. All of this stuff goes in the trash can. You hand the trash can to each woman. You do not touch anything. Okay. All of the products get put away as we finish the demo, and you're arranging them nicely again according to the ritual. So there we've got our prepping toner, our exfoliation process. This product is our rich walnut. It's a great product to try directly afterwards. Make sure that the hands are clean. Now, the difference in this product, and again, make sure you spritz it. Let me do this properly. Make sure you spritz the product. Spritz your hands. You would have already handed out the popsicle sticks. Each woman will be given a tiny little amount. Now remember, with the walnut cleanser, you only need a tiny, tiny little amount. Put it in their hands and actually use the exfoliator. Now this one is great, and show them that this actually doesn't dissolve like salt because it is pulverized walnuts that we use to exfoliate. Have them rub both hands. Now, ideally, after this product, they're washing their hands because as they wash it, they'll feel this really activate. And that's how much you need to demo. The tiniest, tiniest, minuscule amount for this product. Now, the secret for demonstrating this particular product is actually having a little bit of water, or you can use the mister. And as it gets really dry, you just have them activated again with one drop of water or a tiny, tiny little bit of the spritz sanitizer. And that activates this again. Now, the most important thing about this product is not to give them a lot. They don't need it, but we also want them to understand about the concentration of this product. I use the tiniest, tiniest little amount. After you're done with that popsicle stick, what you're going to do is you're going to have them hold their popsicle stick, sanitize it, or give them another one. That's it. The ideal is to give them another one. There we go. And then they'll take their wet wipe that you've given them before, if they're not near water, and get rid of all of the residue from the walnut, which is pretty difficult to do if you don't have water because it's an exfoliator. And it's activated again, which is awesome. So I'll wipe that off with a paper towel for toilet. And again, all of this goes in the trash can that you are handing around with you. Next product up. This goes back in line over here. Next products, demo all of the serums. Now we're going to have a separate demo on all of these serums about what I say about them because I'm so excited. These are my favorite products by far. By far. It's hard for me to say there's a favorite product, but the difference in these serums is absolutely 100% incredible in my mind. I love them. So the next thing you'd be doing is you'll be going through your serum demo, and we're going to do that in a separate video so that we can just carry on. And when you're doing your serum demo, it's very important. You've already spritzed it once, but between your handlings, make sure that you spritz, wipe these things down properly, and make sure that everything is completely 100% sanitized at every single handling of it. Next, what we're going to do is do the exotic. Now remember, one of the most important things about our creams and our lotions and our recipes is the smell. So ask everybody to smell them, but not in the jar. Not in the jar. So we've got another popsicle stick here. There we go. Marvelous. Put it on. They will put it on the back of their hands. Smell it. You only need a tiny, tiny little amount. You know how far our products go. And onto the hand it goes. Now, by now, in this demonstration, their hand has been exfoliated twice. Once with the rapid exfoliator and once with the rich walnut exfoliator. So the difference in this hand compared to this one is going to be phenomenal. Do not make the mistake of doing both hands. That is not a good thing. So when you're doing this, make sure that you're demoing the rapid exfoliator on one hand only. And ideally you're doing the rich the rich walnut on one hand as well. So now my hand not only looks good, it smells great. Okay, now we're putting the exotic day cream back. There we go. And we're on to the night cream with yet another popsicle stick. With another popsicle stick. So this is a brand new one. Let me just take the tag off of here. My hands are kind of oily. There we go. Popsicle stick, tiny, tiny little amount. Explain the properties of this and put it on the other hand or the other arm. Now, why I like to demo this on the other arm like this is because a lot of people don't look after their skin really well. And the most miraculous thing about our night cream is it makes people glow just about instantly. And I want them to see how beautiful their skin looks. I can see the difference, and I use this product all the time. I can see the difference instantly between here and here. And that's a great demo. That is a great demo. Also, the smell is intoxicating. Love, love, love it. You can smell it and you can feel it instantly. Super great product. Again, spritzing your hands between each product. This one's going back. I'm spritzing the product down again, sanitizing it before it goes back, making sure my hands are ready for the next one. And Savannah cocoa butter. I always demo it like this. I say, hey, another popsicle stick. I always demo it like this. I get them to put it on their arm like this. I say, what does it smell like? And I don't tell them. What does it smell like? They go, I don't know, but I like it. Well, who doesn't like chocolate? Dark chocolate, the cocoa, that beautiful cocoa butter. At that concentration, smells like dark chocolate. And of course, all of these products on the moisturizing and hydration side have our signature blends in them. And I'm assuming that you're telling them about the baobab, the marula, the Kalahari melon seed oil, and of course over 1% of royal jelly, liquid royal jelly in this. This is a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous product for repairing the ravages of time and helping you overnight kind of stop that clock. Love it. On the rest of your body. So I particularly love to put it on my heels, my arms, neck area. Fabulous. Okay. That's a video on how we demo the skincare line. And remember, keep the organization according to what our recipe and ritual is. So it's your cleansers, pH balance, exfoliators. Then we're going to go with the repair and rejuvenate with our serums. And then finally, hydration and moisturizing with our creams. So that's the proper order. Next, we're going to demo the tanning line. But I usually do a brief break when I'm doing a demo between skincare and tanning. I also make sure that you close on the skincare before you move on to other products. Just say, what would you like today? What of the skincare products do you like? And have them mark them down on their sheets, the ones that they like and they want, okay? Then you're going to go on to the tanning and then finally on to the other products in the range. So let's just turn the skincare video off right now and we'll move ahead to tanning in just a moment.